Damn it. Y'all boys, bro. This morning has been hectic. Like, bruh. And it's like, damn. Life be life, and you hear me? But it's all good. We gonna figure this shit out. We gonna glow up the right way. The righteous way. The right way. You feel me? And then guess what? I missed my fucking dentist appointment this morning, which I've been waiting for. I probably could pull it up how many times I called. Let's see. 1, 2. That's them calling me out there. No, that's 2 from different day. 2. Let me find the other one. Because I know I called at least 5 times to set the scheduling appointment. I know I called at least 5 times. I'm gonna try to find this shit. Might be my phone. I'm gonna text my granddad real quick. Show him some love. Y'all still got y'all grandparents in y'all life, man. Y'all show them some real love, man, in a real way, for real. My grandma died. My papa been thugging it by himself, man. They've been together damn near basically my whole life. Not even damn near, my whole life. So I know it's tough for them. I know it's them days where you just thinking about grandparents' love, bro. Definitely, if it's one that, I mean, because he's not my mother's father. He's not none of my aunts and uncle's father. So he's just kind of been their stepdad for so long. Basically, their father. But yeah, y'all show your grandparents some love in a real way, bro. They deserve that shit. I've never known a grandparent that don't do right by their grandbabies. At least their grandbabies. They might not have been perfect as a parent, but as a grandparent, I don't know one grandma, one grandpa that ain't loved. So y'all show them love in a real way, man, for real. I'm on day 2 with no smoking, bro. I've not been smoking any weed. I'm kind of over it, bro. I'm dead ass. I'm kind of over it, and I feel like I'm at a point where that shit was taken away from my life more so than adding. So I really been on some shit where it's like, man, fuck weed, fuck anything that's taken away and not adding, for real. Like, cause when you grow up in, when I say grow up, cause I ain't grow up in, like, my life is like weird, bro. My life is like the story of two worlds. Like, and it's like when you realize it ain't greener on the other side after like it just become a lot, and you start feeling like it's your fault. You feel me? You really start feeling like it's your fault, which it is in a sense. But I don't know, bro. It'd be a lot. Like, at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of, and if the people around me ain't able to support that, I can't keep giving myself to what's taken away from me. Like, when somebody would directly tell you, hey, I am not willing to put any effort into what will make you better, but here's this thing that would directly take you away from will directly take away from your health, will take away from your mind, will take away from your intelligence, will take away from your future, and everything becomes about surviving in the moment. That's the worst type of life to live, bro. Because you have a family unit where it's like dog eat dog within that family unit, and that shit is ass, bro. Shit real deal ass. And definitely when it's like you realize certain, let's just say, generational curses, and it feels like you're the only one who realizes it. I feel like that's what creates a black sheep in a family, is being able to realize the invisible shackles that everybody else is seemingly okay with, but you realize this ain't gonna do nothing but tear y'all apart. Like when money becomes more important than literal help, I mean, like, literal help, like, something ain't right. Like, and that's not, and it's like, of course everybody need money. That's such a foundational truth to society that it should never have to be said. But then again, it's like, if never mind, I ain't even gonna get too much into it. Shit be crazy though. Shit be crazy. This cool. Like, I feel like I got a lot of good things planned. I understand. I know my own capabilities, and I know what it is I want my life to be and what I don't want it to be. More so, I know what it is I don't want my life to be like. I know what I don't want to raise my kids as. I know what environments I don't want to raise my kids in. I know what kind of structures and foundations and principles I would like to install into my kids. You know, no parent is perfect, but when I look at you more like a big sister than a parent, yeah, that's when I personally feel like it's time for me to step away. And I feel like if you feel like you could get pleasure before progression out of a situation, it's gonna come to a point where it's only taken away from you. Like, you could get me high before you will get me high before you care about what it actually benefit my health. And I ain't saying this about anybody in particular, but I'm saying, like, if you ever in a situation like that, get out of that shit, bro. That shit gonna end up taking away from you until you drain dry. And before you know it, half your life gonna be over, and all you ever did was get by. I don't want to be that person. I watch that shit time and time again, bro. I watch that shit time and time again. Hold up. Alright, we good. Yeah, I watch that shit time and time again, brother. Alright, where we at? We going this way? Fuck, we going? Oh, this way. Virgil was tough, bro. But yeah, I got a test coming up. I thought I had a test Wednesday in school. Thought I had a test. Because I'm just let y'all boy know, I am not yet a college student. I will be a college student in January. I never graduated high school. Like, I went to jail. Like, I could tell I got a crazy little life, bro. Like, how the fuck I get to this? Oh, okay. I end up basically going to jail, and it's like, yo, I want to get that orb right there. Goddamn. But I ended up going to jail, and I didn't graduate I was in my 11th grade year. And what's crazy is, in the last 3 years, the last 4 years, I've had this, like, surge of just intellectual, let's just say, I care now a lot more about my intellectual capabilities than I did before, to where I was always considered like naturally intelligent and naturally intellectual, but it was at a point where it was like I genuinely did not like the structure of public schools. And I will say college is a bit different. So if you're a person who hates traditional elementary, middle, or high school, you might actually really love college, bro. College, I feel like you learn, you know how they say in regular school, like, I'm just learning a bunch of shit that I ain't even gonna use in life. College courses is real life information. I always say school is like, what school does, it doesn't teach you life, it teaches you how life is operated in the way that it is socially and economically. So it's like, I realized with school, about 4 years ago in 2020, I started doing like intense independent studies. Like, I could probably find a picture and post it somewhere, but I have an entire book bag of all my own independent research. An entire book bag. No schoolwork, never sat at a desk, none of that. All my own intellectual work and my own intellectual property for the most part. And it really came from me realizing that, bro, half of this world is very uneducated, and it's in the most, like, nicest way I could possibly put it, bro. Like, I was talking to a customer at my job about polynomials, and not even just a customer. I talked to multiple people about it. Not a single person even knew what that was. That is basic algebra. It's just combining like exponents. It's very basic algebra. Just stuff like that, and you start realizing that if you can intellectually foundate yourself to a good enough degree, you really are ahead in life. Like, by statistics, I think it's literally like a 35% increase in your job availability and your salary like what salaries you're able to actually make just from having a GED. Like, just from having a GED, bro. And I feel like we live in this like social gratification era where it's like if it doesn't look, I don't know how to put it. Basically, it's almost like we're in the time where, like, how can I put it? Hold on, I'm really kind of lost. I ain't gonna lie about it. Bro, let me get this. 'Cause I think I gotta break that. Motherfucking that casket. I don't know why the fuck we destroying caskets, but all right. But yeah, it's to a point where, like, literally just in the most simple way possible, everybody want to be a content creator, and everybody got this, like, I want to be a boss millionaire type mentality. But you know the one thing I noticed, nobody ever talks about what it takes to get there and what it takes to maintain it. Never. I've never heard somebody say, I never seen somebody who posts like, oh, I'm claiming it now, I'm gonna be a millionaire in 2 years. I've never heard them actually talk about what plan they have to first learn what it takes to make $1 million and then keep that $1 million. And they never talk about what it actually takes, what sacrifices and what route and what you have to give up and what's gonna take away from you actually becoming that. Like, and everybody falls into that shit, bro. Everybody got this, like, I want to be my own boss, create my own schedule, be a gajillionaire. But it's like, bro, what do you plan on selling that's gonna make you $1 million? What skills do you plan on acquiring that's gonna make you $1 million? What patents will you create that will gain that will be worth $1 million? What skills can you acquire that's even worth someone giving you $1 million? What can you create that's even valuable enough that you will earn $1 million? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's where so many people get lost in society, because even myself, I was chasing that very vague rap dream of, like, yeah, I'm gonna drop out of school, put my all into rapping, and I'm gonna make it. Like, that's really was my whole plan, for real. Like, I really sacrificed a good future just to chase a quote unquote rap dream, as if I can't always make music. Like, that's where I fucked up. Like, I put everything into something that I realized wasn't even beneficial to what I want for the future. Like, bro, I'm sorry, that rap lifestyles, I'm good off that. Half these rappers, are you gonna, like, my thing is, I want to die happy, bro. I want to die satisfied and okay with my life. Like, a lot of that rap lifestyle and a lot of that vanity shit, bro, I don't think these people gonna die at peace, bro. Like, I'm being real and blunt as possible, bro. Like, I don't think these people gonna die at peace, bro. And that might be a loaded statement, but I'm saying that in the sense of, like, look at what it takes to make it in that lifestyle, in that path choice, and then look at what they have to continue to do, bro. Like, you damn near have to lead millions of souls astray just to get, like, a record label to look at you. Like, you can't even have no genuinely quality message and quality. That's nah. Why would we go with that when we got a million Chief Keefs that's finna literally lead tens of millions of kids into doom just from following them? Let alone the ones who's gonna be literal about it and actually follow those footsteps. The ones who's gonna actually follow in the footsteps of Bloodhound, Lil Jeff, and Q50 and all these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually way better at being able to express myself. I'm trying to play this shit live and figure out what I gotta go. This is confusing me. Where the hell do I go to? Low key. Am I going to here? What? Hold up, bro. I might have to do my walkthrough. I might have to pull the walkthrough up. I know how that go. I know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. But yeah, it's just like, it'd be a bunch of BS. Like, y'all boys don't, whoever run across this, don't care if it's one person or 200 million. Bro, don't let what social media has been able to capture end up capturing you. One thing I always said about social media, it has the capability of capturing a moment and making you think that is reality. Like, it has the ability to make you think a moment is actual reality when it's not. Like, it's not, bro. A lot of this shit y'all see, bro, y'all wouldn't want that shit in a million years, bro. It look good, but it ain't got shit inside. It's shallow and used to nothing. Like, that's what I always said about like super fine looking like girls. I always say, bro, you that fine because your spirit trying to hide something or something. But I ain't even trying to make that loaded statement, but low key, bro. Why do like most beautiful looking people usually be exactly like kind of the opposite in spirit? It's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of like the devil's story, like the Satan story. He was the most beautiful angel, had the most beautiful voice, led in worship and musical choir. Like, and when you think about a lot of these rappers, celebrities, entertainers, they gotta be fitting the description, like, low key. I think it was this way I had to go. I think. Is it this way? That's where I came from, actually. I must see. I forgot. I bet I'm just rambling. I had to get that off. Cause I be seeing a lot of kids and people get led astray, and that shit just be sad, bro. It'd be like, nah, bro, that shit really be sad, bro. Why you think half the time most of these celebrities end up getting to a point where they end up saying one or two things? I regret, like, basically letting it get this far, or I want to go back, quote unquote, be normal again. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people end up achieving their quote unquote dreams and end up being a nightmare for them? And I feel like a lot of times it's because their heart was never in the right place to begin with. A lot of these people want to get famous so that they can just fuck endless. So they can just have endless and meaningless sex. A lot of people want to get famous so they could just have an endless supply of drugs and not have to be responsible for nothing worth anything. They could just wake up, go record, and do a bunch of meaningless shit that's just gonna destroy their soul in 10 years. Like, that may be loaded, but bro, it's a way to go about it where you don't get those results. Like, it's just a way to go about it. And I feel like for me personally, I almost fell into that trap. Like, luckily I'm not 35 and realizing this shit, so that's why I do give myself some grace. Luckily I'm not, 35 just figuring this shit out. But it's real, bro. It's real. You'll have these generational curses play out right in front of you, and it's like, you the only one trying to get that motherfucker off your leg. Like, come on now. And it's cool if I get it off. The type of person I am, I want it off for y'all. I want y'all to be able to have that same, but it's just like they say, you can't take everybody with you, or whatever the case may be. Or if that's not what they want, that's just not what they want. It's not where they want to be. I'm sure we've all dealt with that in some way, shape, or form. Within our family, friendship, just you going one way, somebody else going the other, or y'all seemingly going the same way, but it's almost like y'all in some type of, I don't know, bro. I'm just ranting because a lot of the shit that's been going on lately in my life, I'm not defeated by it, because actually, if I'm being honest, this summer has been the most progressive summer in the last 4 years for me, in terms of what I've been getting done, what I've been accomplishing outside of like social goals. Because you let this generation tell it, if they ain't see it, it ain't happen. If it ain't get posted, it ain't worth shit. Motherfucker post everything, like everything, boy. I'm not one of those. If I showed y'all my Instagram analytics, y'all would be like, God damn, that boy don't even. I think the most I ever averaged in a week was like 12 minutes. Like, in a week. There's days I don't open that app, bro. I got a bad algorithm, and the influence is shitty. You go on my Instagram, all you gonna see is rap drama, freaky statistics. Nurses who wear blue dresses and red nails, they more likely to cheat. What's up with this like weird fake, almost like, my bad, hit the mic, this weird fake thing going on where it's like everything on social media is almost like anti long-term relationship. Am I tripping, or am I noticing that? Like, if you in a long-term relationship, stay your ass off Instagram, specifically Instagram especially. Because all that shit gonna do is literally have you thinking that everybody the devil. Like, for real, like, no cap. That shit's gonna have you thinking everybody bullshit, everybody cheat, everybody broke, everybody out for self. And that's just that. And it's like in real life, bitch, that is not the case. Like what's the point of posting a statistic? My bad. What's the point of posting a statistic like nurses are 80% more likely to cheat? Like, damn, that's a quite general study. What if I just got in a relationship with a nurse? Do I break up? Like, you feel me? Dudes who wear green Air Forces are less likely to cheat than niggas who wear all white Air Forces. Like, it seemed like it's a bunch of controlled statistics that they asked like 50 people and made it true for the entire world. Like, I genuinely don't feel like in 50 years there's gonna be that many like 10-year couples, that grandma granddad type love. That shit about over with. And it ain't even what people talk about, oh, it's too many choices. It's not the choices. I just feel like it's everybody's chasing pleasure, it seems like if you don't make somebody feel good, if you're not just stroking their ego and telling them they the best shit since sliced bread, it feel like nobody got time for it. Like commitment and discipline is almost at an all-time low, bro. Like, if you ain't here to feed me and pay my bills and offer up box, like, what really? And you know what proves that the most? Them pop the balloons and line up shows. This is what tells you where somebody's heart is. They can have the perfect man or woman in front of them, and they will choose something like their shoestring color as to why they cannot open themselves up to them, or where they won't allow opportunity for something more. Just think about that. That is your potential husband or wife, and because they decided to go with green shoes that day, it's over with. Like, all the way over with. I can't imagine what you'll do if you, Lord forbid, you unhappy for a day. That's another thing, bro. Y'all gotta stop blaming y'all unhappiness on y'all partner, bro. Because there's a lot of single people who not happy. So it's not all dependent on your partner, but y'all gotta stop that shit. Like, I just seen some shit. A woman by her own admission claimed she left her husband of 10+ years just because she was basically bored. She didn't say the word bored, but she didn't give a reason. She just said she know what she want for her life, I guess, and whatever the case may be. Like, she didn't give a reason. And by her own admission, she said he was a perfect man. Think about that. How much more perfect can you get than perfect? I'm genuinely asking. How much more perfect can you get for your partner than literally perfect? Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like in real life they really don't want nothing out of it anyway, which would be okay if they was just honest about that from the beginning. Now you got this dude who probably is going to have extreme trust issues because his wife and the mother of his 3 children left for the reason of simply being bored at the moment. Like, bro, that will fuck my head up, bro. I'm talking about, like, I might treat the next 3 bitches like nut rags. I hate to say it, bro, and I ain't even that type of dude, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that will fuck my mind up. And it kinda is by her own. And I just feel like it no more. Like, damn, bro, you should have goddamn me. You should have goddamn me said that, goddamn me. Like, what happened to commitment? This Instagram and instant gratification era has literally made it to where if you don't see results immediately, get out of it. Which is like, bro, that's not how an empire is built. I don't know who told y'all that. I don't know what Instagram quote posts y'all got stuck on. But no, bro, you can't. I don't know a single person who built the empire easily, like, just to be simple with it. Like, what's worth building will always be a bit, you know, tough. Hold on, I'm checking something out. But yeah, man, it's crazy. My bad. I'm ran. I know. It's one of those days. And they just like chatting. Yeah, it's crazy. Hold on 1 second. My bad, y'all boys. I had to watch. I'm checking out this live stream right now. Shit crazy. But yeah, I was just ranting my ass off. I was just ranting my ass off, bro. Oh, my bad. I'm checking the wrong shit. My bad if y'all can hear it in the background. I'm just watching this live stream. That's definitely a fact. I don't know if y'all heard what he just said, but that's definitely a fact. the fuck? What's up with this? Okay, there you go. Where that last one at? Watching a live stream from Dollar Pie Man talking about idol worship, just in case anybody want to check it out. He gives a good game, so anybody who just, you know, I just always suggest this channel to people. Oh, that was easy. Oh yeah, where that other one? There we go. Do I push through this? Real funny. I like the plane you just made. I don't know if y'all heard it.
mind state. Now it's just a heavy ass emotion, heavy ass dark cloud, and now all that adrenaline and motivation and blood flow is going to lead you to your body in that same mathematics. And if it's like harming another individual, knife gun or whatever the case may be, then these are concepts of mental illnesses. We just don't have a psychological education system that I'm breaking down right now to help us understand that's a real thing before you need to people being in legitimate moments of
Alright, now we on the last one. I think we got one more down here. This mission should not have took this long, bro. Look, the walkthrough for this dude, he did this shit in 12 minutes, bro. I was yapping. I was yippity yapping, bro. But yeah, like I was saying with school, my last time I was talking, thought I had a test yesterday. I did not have a test, but like I said, back in school now in transitional studies, because I'll be able to transition directly from getting my GED into college program. And what's crazy, like I was saying, bro, 4 years ago, if you would have asked me would I be open to going to college, it would have been an F no, like no thinking twice, no, none of that. But now I realize with the situation and circumstances that surround where I'm at now, the resources that college offer can take me further than the information itself. We're at a point in society and in life where information is accessible damn near from a prison cell. Maybe not even just having to be literally a cell, but information is not like in 1975. If you wanted to find something out specifically, whether it be psychological, neurological, behavioral, emotional, physical, anatomy, biological, like I said, any of that, you had to actually go to a place of gathered information, what we call a library. It's gathered information in one setting, and you had to go through those hundreds, maybe thousands of books, and you had to find a author that actually wrote about what it is you're seeking information for, and then you go from there. Now, if you have a phone that has internet access, I ain't say a smartphone, I ain't say a touchscreen. If you have a phone that got internet access, brother, you can literally do a college course at home. I'm not exaggerating that. Like I said, I have a book bag up in, it's really a little more than a book bag at this point. It's probably a book bag and a half, just in terms of size, of just pure information that I gathered myself. Like, it's not all my intellectual property. It's not like I was conducting experiments and I got new concepts, but based on my studies, I was able to kind of, I'm gonna be real, I feel like I was one of the first people that I know that was publicly studying hyperplasticity and the neurological process of hyperplasticity. And basically, that saying you are what you think you become, that's basically the scientific version of that is what we call hyperplasticity. It's now I'm starting to see more public research done on it. But shit like that, like a couple years ago when I was trying to talk to people about a lot of my independent studies, if I'm just being honest, it felt like I'm about to get my ass kicked and whooped, all types of shit. It felt like for the most part, it felt like in society, bro, most people think learning stops when you leave school. Like literally, bro. Like when I'm at work, I call it shopper brain. There's people who come in, bro, they will have hundreds of dollars on their credit card or debit card, and they won't even know how to use it. And I know it's not their first time using it, but the thing is, I call it shopper brain because they just go into passive mode, and honestly they just want to get their stuff and dip out, which is okay. But it's like, that's kind of what happens a lot of time in society in general. That's why I think innovation comes so far in between to where it's highlighted when it happens. Like, there honestly should be more Teslas, Nikola Teslas. There should be more Elon Musk. But there's more rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean when I mean, like, it feel like we're in a society where people call it dopamine chasing. I call it pleasure chasing. Like, it's just all pleasure chasing. I don't care how it's gonna make you feel. I don't care how it's gonna affect you. If I feel good, they call this is what they say. Do what makes you feel good. Let's think about that. Why are we telling people to do what make them feel good? Nigga, crack cocaine make you feel good. Like, let's be real, bro. Crack cocaine make you feel good. So that's just a fucked up message to push from the beginning. Then we wonder why we have so many sexual deviants in our society. Because for years and years and years, everybody just told them to chase it. Just do what makes you happy. Chase that. Do that. And like, it really takes a certain spiritual discernment to be able to step back and, as the saying goes, realize you're in this world, but try not to become consumed by this world. That's the pretty much the basic overall internal and external battle of flesh and spirit. We're experiencing, I just died, not even paying attention. We're experiencing flesh as the spirit, but once the spirit becomes consumed by flesh, it's almost like the death of spirit. Like, you take this endless, eternal, all possible type of source, and you become, that's what being demonic is to me. You become completely consumed by the aspects and gains and reigns of flesh. If you know anything about ancient goddesses and deities, that's why Baal is so heavily worshipped. Baal is probably one of the most worshipped deities because it directly is a source of land ownership and reigns and land ownership, reigns of success, reigns of agricultural benefits. That's what they would pray for in agriculture. They would pray to Baal to ensure that they have, I mean, there's other deities for that too, but they would pray for Baal to make sure that the land is healthy and that they have prosperous growth that season. So that's really where, not really where, but that's a bit of, you could basically see that influence in society today. And that's partially why I wanted to see that movie, Him. But a part of me, I don't know if I want to consume that type of content right now. Like, I just don't think it's beneficial. Okay, people selling their souls essentially for temporary success. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if selling your soul promises anything after this lifetime. Like genuinely, like, is dying unpeacefully worth being able to have a couple more extra dollars? Is it worth being able to fuck any girl you want to fuck? Like, is sex that serious, bro? Like, and when you watch the promo for Him, this is what made me not want to see it. Marlon Wayans himself said, what did he say? He said the movie is about the devil coming and elite in high places with success, and ultimately, is it worth it? Nigga, in what world is that worth it? Like, let's just be real, bro. What world is that worth it, bro? Like, wild shit, bro. Wild shit. Alright, let's actually beat this shit this time. I'm not trying to do this again. There's no reason why this episode should be an hour. I mean, this mission should be an hour. No reason why. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. What y'all, shit, how y'all feeling about that movie, Him? It looked fire, but it just looked like a mashup of all the shit that's been on the internet about, like, the Illuminati selling your soul. And it's like they just made a big ass movie about it. Like, let's just take this concept and go all the way with it and make it a horror film. You know? Alright, last time I did not have this much issue with this boss, low key. It's kind of crazy. I gotta get a face cam too, so I could start face cam streaming. And then I want to mix a little bit of desktop and IRL streaming there. You know. Alright, we doing good right now. We doing good. Get out of the way. This dude don't know how to. Oh yeah, he can. Okay, cool. I'm like, can he not dodge? Go, 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 go! Go hard, go hard. There you go. Thinking about doing IRL clothing streams too, like my clothing making process. I first ever tailored a piece in the 4th grade. It was a Pink Floyd When Pigs Fly shirt. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I used to do this shit where I would, this was all in 4th grade. One of the first ever pieces I really customized and tailored was When Pigs Fly Pink Floyd shirt. And I had this, my bad. I had this, if y'all remember when strapbacks was a thing, I could never get a strapback. I ain't gonna lie. My parents, they was not the hit parents who gonna get you the Jordans because they be in the Jordans. You feel me? I had homies who they got every new shoe because their parents got the new shoe. So I ain't really had those type of parents. You know, we grew up very well taken care of. That ain't the problem. But when it comes to clothing, I had to find my own style. I'm gonna just keep it all the way 1,000. I had my own unique style very young, and my dad used to think I was very weird for it. Even though I love him to death, I had to call you out for that. But yeah, I used to literally, bro, because I couldn't get a strap back. I remember I had it was an NHL team hat I had. I forgot the team. I think it was the that Philly team, not the it was another team. What was it? Oh, Rangers. It was the Rangers. Texas Rangers. It was the Texas Rangers MLB hat. And what I did was I took the snaps out of it, and I literally used to put belt loops in the back. Like, that's just how, like, let's just say how ahead I was when it comes to fashion design and architect. Like, I've always had a passion for, like, designing. Like, I don't know what about designing. Designing is just so fire to me. Like watching something go from one thing to a complete other, that shit just so fire to me. Yeah, I used to literally fucking take the snaps out the back and make that shit a literal belt back, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit low-key was fire. Like, I haven't done that since. I low-key want to do that again. That was fire. Like, literally how where the snaps was, it was a belt, bro. Not a full belt, literally, but it would be the belt buckle part. Crazy shit. But the thing is, I would never go to school for fashion design. People tell me to go to school for that. But the thing is, well, you could do 8 years of fashion school and, nigga, you're not even guaranteed an internship, let alone a job and a career. My thing is career, bro. I'm looking to have my family taken care of. Like, that bachelor lifestyle and partying and going out, and that shit was never me. I was always, maybe it's just because that was the environment I grew up in. Like, I watched my dad be able to balance work life and relationship to where it was never like a thing where I felt like he was tired of being in the relationship, because he had great balancing. Like I would watch him go to work, come home, and turn the den into where he watched the games and the boxing matches. Homies come over, so instead of him going to the bar and being tempted by lust, by females who willing to give it up. Like, I know so many dudes who loved a girl, loved her, but could not get past, like, the physical lust part, in the sense of, like, they loved the situation there, the relationship, the circumstances, but because they couldn't tell themselves to chill while they was horny and a girl was going, they completely ruined it. I call it trading a home for a good night out, or trading a home for a weekend stay. I never felt like that was smart, and I would never push that. Do not leave a great relationship to anybody, bro. Do not leave it. And I'm not talking about what if they abusing me, but they, or what if they did it. No, I'm talking about you're in a great relationship. There are people who are actually in great relationships, y'all. Everybody's relationship is not filled with lust, cheating, and the inability to have self-control. I know so many dudes who ruin good as basically what could have been families because they could not think with their dick for like a minute. You know how many girls I had on go, and I'm nah. You ain't good news. You ain't good news. I'm telling y'all boys, bro. Don't get your life ruined thinking you got it under control, or don't ruin nobody's life thinking you got it under control also. You feel me? Shit ain't worth it. Cause a lot of times you're gonna realize all you end up doing was giving to something that was only basically taken away from both of y'all at that point. Like, who in their right mind? If it was presented, hey, you got a situation where y'all gonna have a family, it's gonna be everything you look for in a relationship, everything that you wish that your parents had more of, everything that you wish you would have had structurally, morally, and virtuously growing up. All the little things you wish your family done for you, or you grew up doing, that you feel created a better person. If you was guaranteed all that, I guarantee you half these dudes would not be cheating as much as they are. Well, actually, no, I say that backwards. I guarantee it still wouldn't matter, because a lot of people, girl and boy, male and female, they cannot separate pleasure with progress. Like, I know so many people who ruin people just for a moment of sex, and they don't even care about the other person, the person they had the sex with. Like, that's why I use that example of I've known dudes who loved the relationship and loved the girl, but because they was offered a moment of sex, they literally couldn't turn it down. Like, they couldn't say no to that big booty that one time. Like, or they don't know how to have a conversation with the girl. Like, look, I got a higher sexual drive than I thought I had, so I want to make this work, because relationships and commitment is more than sex. I'm sorry. Every time I go online, people are talking about relationships. You know the one thing they talking about? Sex or cheating. That's it. That's it. Like, it seems like people don't understand that there's whole other aspects of a relationship than cheating. I could tell you that from experience. Nigga, cheating the last on the list. That should be the easiest part. You know why? Because all it takes is saying no. I'm not talking about getting raped. I'm not talking about getting raped. I'm talking about you going outside of your relationship, pulling your pants down, them pulling their pants down, y'all go into a private room, a private area, and y'all have sex knowingly and intentionally with all purposes intended. You feel me? There's no excuse for that. And if you tell me, well, you know, I just had a weak moment, and well, maybe you should, yeah, you need that's the area of your life you need to work on then before you jump right into a relationship. Because those would be the same people who literally jump, who will be in a relationship for 5 years, be out of a relationship for a month and a half, and then be right back. Like, God, why y'all need to be? I need to be in church, my boy. Don't worry about no damn relationship. Figure out what kind of family dynamics you wanna create. Figure out what type of person would fit that. Not just your type, not who looks good. What type of spirit and soul actually fits that and wants to build toward that also. Because if you're working towards a football championship and they're working towards a basketball championship, eventually it's gonna come to a point where y'all realize, hey, we going two whole different ways for real, you know? But a lot of people ain't mature enough to have that conversation. You know why? Because that person look good, or because that person got resources that they have access to that they don't, or this person could put me in a position where I could be seen by the person I really want, or this person is a person I could use to get closer to this social setting. You see how it comes with so much extra why outside of really this person is just, how I judge it, me personally, is my partner the person I would want my daughter or my son to be. For women, is that man the man that you want your son to be raised under and to be have the same DNA as, to share character and hereditary traits? Is that the person you want your son to be, essentially? I feel like if the answer is no, I don't care how good the sex is, how good they look, how much they got their shit together, they got a car in the crib. A lot of niggas got cars and cribs that be rapists, mean, bad people, bruh. Like, bad people. They just got car and crib and a couple dollars. They bad people. You feel me? If you just keep that, that's my bottom line. Is this the person that I would want my daughter, or my, well, for me, daughter, that I want my daughter to be raised under and to be modeled after? Because this is the person they're partially coming from. I don't know why people forget. It takes two to make a kid, so obviously that kid must share DNA and traits of both of y'all. Point blank, period. A lot of times, I'm just being real, it feel like people have kids and it becomes the mother's child. I don't know if I'm tripping, but that's just the dynamic I notice. Like, people ought to have a kid and it'll become my son or my daughter. It's like, nah, they partially literally are them too. Like, they are literally partially them. Like, literally. Oh, y'all know I gotta find a walkthrough. I'm lost. I'm ranting, but it's just because I be seeing a lot of shit on the internet that I be realizing, bro. Like, I be screaming at my screen, like, bro, just say this one thing and it'll kill the whole argument, bro. Like, you just bring up this one point. That Anton, like, I be watching Anton. I fuck with Anton, but, bro, actually, I don't got nothing bad to say about Anton. I love the panel. I love, like, the opportunity. I fuck with Anton shit because it feels like it has a little bit more of an intellectual basis than some shit like Fresh and Fit or one of those other manosphere content discussion panel type things, where it's like, really it just seems like one point is there to just get their point off and kind of crush the other side, and I don't think that's fair. Because I'm gonna be honest, I ain't for women or men. I'm for good humans, bro. Just good people. You feel me? Like, I'm not here to tell no hoe she shouldn't be. I'm not here to tell no nigga you need to take care of your kids. Because at the end of the day, if that's what you wanted, I promise you, you would have did it. I promise you. Just like when you wanted to get that food from that place and you made it happen, whether you had a DoorDash, whether you had to walk, whether you had to drive, you made it happen. So obviously we all have the capabilities of making it happen if that's what we really want. Not in every circumstance. Some circumstances and situations are outside of your full control. But for the most part, even in those situations, there are certain aspects where you have full control. Whether that just be simply how you go about it, or whether it be your discipline, whatever that may be. But the word of the generation for these people coming, for the kids and the younger folks coming up now, is discipline, bro. I was talking to one of my older family members. I was like, I really feel like what this Generation Z and Alpha is missing is discipline. Discipline was looked at as a tool to create better foundations for your future and who you are and how you go about it and how you basically carry yourself as an individual in the collective. Like, we're all individuals collectively sharing this experience. No, nothing is more valuable than the other. We all are equal. We're all like equal, let's just say equal parts of what create this collective experience of life, you know? So it's like, I feel like discipline was looked at as a way to kind of make sure that you don't go into society carrying certain traits and aspects that would literally create a harder life for you. That's why statistically single parent households that lack discipline create people who literally break the law more. It's not a bad or good thing. It's just what it is. It's because they like this. I've seen that. I've literally seen it. I've seen single parent households where you could do whatever you want. While I grew up with my dad and my stepmom. Boy, you couldn't even look like you was about to fake sneeze with an attitude. Boy, your ass ain't going out. They're gonna take away whatever it is you find the most fulfillment in, and they're gonna show. And they would tell me, acting that way could have this taken away from you. You know, you go into society thinking that You bigger than the program, okay. It's gonna show you. And if you love somebody that's in your family, you would rather them learn the hard way with love in the home than to go out in the world and be faced with coldness. Because they ain't gonna discipline you in the world how I am. They may just kill you. Motherfuckers might just kill you, bro. You feel me? That's why I feel like the importance of discipline is. I watch people who grew up with less discipline not be able to emotionally respond as well as others. Not be able to handle them feeling upset about something without it turning into extreme violence or an extreme temperament or an extreme situation. I've seen them be able to communicate less effectively when it comes to creating a harmony for a situation. That's the point of what communication does in a situation. It creates a harmony and a bridge to where we can both cross over effectively, you know. That's really what I feel like that shit is about. But a lot of times you discipline a kid now, they might shoot you. Literally, like, niggas don't even want discipline no more. Like, fuck discipline. Fuck is that? Nigga, hell no, I ain't getting disciplined, nigga. Fuck you talking about some discipline? I do what I want when I want. That's what it feels like. We're like the era we are now. I just feel like it's the do what I want when I want era. Alright, let's finish this mission. Let me stop chatting. Figure out where I need to go. Hold up. Is that where I'm supposed to go? I think I go in the other door. Cause I had went through there already. Is it? Okay, you went through there. And go up the stairs. So I was going the right way the first time. I was going the right way. Thinking about making a video too about the most influential things of like the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Cause I was just thinking about like how much I did not realize social influences and social conditioning played a part in a lot of my actions and decisions before the age of 20. I would just say all before the age of 20. Like, it was damn near directly pointing me in the direction in which I would go. Like literally, I did not realize how much what was going on socially in the mainstream shifted and shaped my character growing up. Like, I like to say, bro, public schools oftentimes raise children more than the parent. Like, if the parent raises a child out of 155%, public schools is at least 40, if not more. Like, public schools is where you curse the first time, your first crush, your first love, your first heartbreak, your first fight, your first football, basketball game, your first friends. Like, you learn so much about the world from public schools, like, or at least about the sociology, the social aspects of the world. You learn so much from public schools. That's why I wanted to make a little video like most influential. I kind of already got the script for the 2020s, 2019 through now. I got like a 10 point piece on that. And it's like a lot of times you realize as you get older, you really just unlearning a lot of the bullshit that these quote unquote idols and heroes kind of installed into us. Like I was talking about with the whole like do what makes you happy, do what you want type of mentality that's been pushed since I was a child. That's what really led me into putting myself in a position where I feel like I have to fight out of it now. It was the fact that I thought doing what I want to do was inherently the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, nigga, if that's the case, if we just telling people do what makes them feel good, you can't feel away when, I hate to take it this far, when it's your mama ass on the line, when it's your little baby sister, your niece and nephew ass on the line. Then it's not do what makes you happy. Then it's not do what you want. You feel me? whooping his ass. The long way. He got whooped the long way. PB long, free long way, man. Lobby runners. Pee Wee, Bankroll, Dolph. Those are probably like my 3 most influential Atlanta artists in my team. Oh, Young Nudie too. Young Nudie. I loved some Nudie growing up. Like when I was 14, 15, Nudie was everything. That song, yeah, down there changed my life. That and Don't Tell Nobody About Cardi. Them 2 songs shaped my teens, the second half of my teens. I ain't gonna lie about it. Them songs had me wanting to be the coolest trap nigga. But couldn't sell for shit. But my ass was not no good trapper. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of these niggas will lie, y'all. I'm trap god. But y'all ass is fucking up the pack, boy. Stop lying. Somebody gotta fuck up the pack, you feel me? Somebody gotta do it, shit. That was me, I was fucking up the pack. That's why I ain't get many packs. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? Oh, fall down here. Oh no, wrong way. The hell? I was supposed to go in the door or something? Hold up, how the hell you do that? Oh, the other way. I'm tripping. I was supposed to go the other way. But yeah, for me recently, I just got to a point where it's like, I'm about to just unrelentlessly let my heart show. Because it's like, I've been told for so much of my life, yeah, you got something. You very unique in your perspective. You very independent and, you know, in terms of your mentality and your mindset, and you have a perspective that not many people share, but it corresponds with so many experiences. Like my mom and other people around me always say, like, I'm able to recognize the details that other people also recognize but aren't able to express and understand why it is that way. That's just the type of person I always am. Like I always say, like, for me to the undertone energies, the underlying values. Like, you know, this is what's shown on the surface, but this is what happens when you peel back layers, and this is what's going on inside that creates what's shown on the surface. You know, a lot of things in society now is like, it's like having the body of a Ferrari, but you got the engine of like a 1964. You got the seats of like, there's no seats inside. There's no steering wheel inside. You got an old beat up engine, no seats, no steering wheels, but the exterior is a Ferrari technically. So if you take a picture with it, it look like a Ferrari. You feel me? Like, that's kind of the world we in now, where it's like, what it seems to be more valuable than what it is now. That's just what I'm noticing. What it seems is more valuable than what it is now. And the more you recognize that, the more you're just able to go through life comfortably. You don't create a bunch of situations you regret. That's all it's about. Not creating situations you come to regret. That's it. Nobody's perfect. We all gonna have something we wish we could do different or do over, but the more you recognize that, the more likely you are to actually move forward with that and create a life that you feel proud and happy about. Like, that's really it. That's why for me, like, I was holding myself back for so long, thinking like, man, don't nobody give a fuck what I got going. Nobody give a fuck what I got to say. Nobody give a fuck about my talents or my gifts. But that's just not true. And the ones who don't give a fuck, hey, maybe it's not for you to give a fuck, you know? One thing I always feel like, if I could change one life in a positive way while not destroying any, I'm with that. But I'm not the type that's willing to destroy tens of thousands of lives to maybe save one. I feel like that's what a lot of the entertainment shit does. You end up leading people into these dark paths, and then in those dark paths you create two yous, so you think that you did a good thing. Like, I hate to say it, but Tupac probably made a lot of people want to be gangsters. Like I'm not saying anything bad or good, but that's a lot of people who he potentially got killed just from his influence. I hate to put it that way, but that's the truth. Like I feel like once you grasp your own influence, you don't become an influence, you become the influence. Influencers are almost like paid agenda pushers to me, instead of just naturally being a person that people. That's kind of more so on where I'm at with it. I want to be the person that you could get, push you forward in a real way, not seemingly, but literally in a real way. You expand in a real way. You feel me? Is that openable? Oh, I thought it was openable. Oh, it is. It is. No one tripping. Ain't nothing in there. But yeah, that's what it's about for me. That's why, like, I don't even make the same type of music I do. Like, and I'm a little hesitant about the music I do make. Like, if you listen to my last 4 or 5 songs, I don't think I've shot a single person. I haven't sold a single drug. The most I might have used is the word fuck or like something like that. I don't even try to use the word bitch no more. Like, I consciously try not to use that word. I haven't degraded no hoe. I haven't fucked nobody bitch. None of that. But it's still, some of it still sounds fly. It sounds like I'm talking about that type of stuff, but I'm not. And for me, that's what it's that's fly shit. Like, you're able to push a good message, but it's still fly. It's still dope. People still want to follow that shit. And that's what I'm pushing for. You know. I'm lost again. Hold on. Alright, you came from this way. Where the fuck is that? Is that in here? Oh yeah, that's where I came from. Okay, cool. What the hell? Where is this nigga? No funny. Hey, let my screen turn, man. Bro, I'm confused as hell. Oh, never mind. That's where I was supposed to go. Alright, let's get to it. I think it's the last part of the mission that we out. I don't think it's no boss after this. I think that's it. But yeah, bro, I had to get that off, dog. I had to get a lot of that off. Cool walk through that shit. Gonna cool walk through that, bro. Hell nah, but we can get this show with. Next episode is on the way. Y'all boys stay fly. Do something great and multiply. Real deal. Take care of yourselves, bro.